Hi everybody, we've now been worshipping at the Salvation Army for 3 Sundays, and as we enter October we thought it might be a good idea just to revise the video a little bit on health and safety and coming to worship. So as you can see outside of the building now, we have the yellow social distancing spot. So if there is a queue in front of you as you arrive for worship, then what we would suggest is if you just give it 2 meters apart so that you can be welcomed by Ray and the team here, and then you can proceed inside. On entering the building, you need to turn to your left and have your temperature taken. It goes yellow and then it goes green. If it goes green, you're free to enter because you haven't got a temperature. If it goes red, somebody will speak to you. As you then come through each of the sections of the building, plenty of sanitizer. You will have already checked in online. If you haven't, if you can then just sign in with the team here. The team will then take you through the building into the central foyer. When we arrive at this point, we try to keep this area down to 4 people. The 2 people working in here on the team and 2 people who will be able to get their papers, drop off your tithes and gifts before you move into the hall. If you're a child on the way in to the hall, you or your parents will be given one of the bags to help entertain you throughout the day. This week's bag has got chocolate in it, it's got polos in it, all sorts of things for you to do while the meeting goes on. Again, as you enter, we have the yellow box, a bit like at the road junctions. Please don't stay in that area. The next members of the team will bring you into the hall. And if you're a single person coming on your own, or if you're in a couple or a bubble, we will seat you in different areas of the building. Singles, singles and couples over the far side. If you follow the person seating you, we have to fill the building, as we said in the earlier video, from the front to the back. If you need to go to the convenience of the toilet, if you follow the arrows and stick to the one-way system, which will bring you back into the main foyer, and then you can come back to your seat. We have lots of sanitizer everywhere in the building if you need it, and once you're seated for worship, we want you to be able to talk to your friends, but please stay in your seat, stay socially distanced as we move through towards the start of the service. On the conclusion of the service, we will empty the hall from the back to the front, the opposite way. This is just to stop people crossing over and that level of cross-contamination that we could end up with if we don't do it this way. Somebody will lead you out, and you will go out through the middle part of the building, following the arrows all the way to the back of the hall. As I said earlier, if you come to this point and we were having a fire, there was a fire or there were any issues, you would exit the building by all the different exits, to the left, to the right, and obviously to the rear. This section of the hall is not yet in use, but we will be using it as numbers grow. This is the family section on this side, where a family will be sat in a row, and they do have the opportunity to exit by the back or by the side whilst the service is in progress, so that children don't feel they always have to be seated, if they need anything. We'll then move to the rear of the hall, and we will exit via these doors. Once you've exited the doors, On good days in the summer, like this Sunday, you can stand and chat for a while before you go home on the grass. Just again remembering to social distance. For the autumn and the early winter, we have got some gazebos that we'll put up, so you again, even if the weather's slightly inclement, you would still be able to take the opportunity to speak to your friends and partake in fellowship. It's good to see some of you returning to worship here at the Salvation Army, and it'll be good to see more of you in the days to come. God bless.